husband got me, my little sister, and my best friend pregnant all at the same time.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Reacts here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst single mothers I can find. Now, like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is pretty wild. Pearl is advocating for mandatory DNA testing.
It should be mandatory DNA testing at birth.
No.
I don't know why you, okay.
Because it's calling my wife a whore to do that. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Why? Okay, so
because
women...
the assumption of first of all, mandatory, good grief, but the premise of it is that my wife is sleeping around.
Okay, so
I'm quite confident my wife is not sleeping around.
The woman feels icky for a little bit, but then
the man feels it. I would feel quite icky.
Wait. The woman feels icky for a little bit. Fine, maybe the man feels icky.
Certainly he would. You're calling his wife a whore and him a cuckold.
It prevents men from being put on child support and raising kids that aren't theirs.
You're saying they're married.
And if people want to opt out of it, fine. Fine, you can opt out.
So it's not mandatory.
But
it's voluntary. But there it is voluntary. Yes.
I think it would be better if it was mandatory. I think that's a better.
So then the men can opt out.
Oh my gosh, what are you?
Now, I'm not sure why Pearl got so much hate in this clip. A lot of people in the comments were saying, hey, if you have to do a DNA test on the woman you married, then you probably shouldn't have married her. Now listen, I would love to listen to that logic, but the reality is, there are so many men out there that are raising kids that are simply not theirs. And if you guys stay tuned till the end of the video, I'll actually reveal the amount of men that are raising kids that are not theirs.
You not
What you think you doing up there?
What's wrong with you?
Why you at my job with this?
What's wrong with you?
Look, I know you dumb, but is you slow? Like, for real, Shaq?
Why you keep denying my son?
Because, look, bro, look, man. Hold on, man. Man, put that down. You about to get me fired. Look, Shawty, you know I'm on my last strike. Why you coming up here with all that?
When was the last time you looked after your son? You act like you don't know him. You act like you don't know me. Why would you block me?
Look at how you dress. You coming up to my job like this?
You
like, for real, you look like you just woke up, Shawty. You really look messed up right now. Look at your hair.
I've been taking care of Quan by myself.
Now, this is just absolutely wild. If you know this man is spending his time at work trying to make some money for your kid, then you should definitely not be doing this. It's not like he's spending his time at the club, at the bar, chasing women. He's actually at work doing something productive. The crazy part is we all know damn well that if this man loses his job over this, she'll be crying the same second where her child support money is.
Thank you. Keep your mouth shut. That's his child. Keep your mouth shut.
When an 8-week-old Zaylen, Darren, you are not.
She was so confident saying keep your mouth shut. This was definitely one of the more amusing ones to watch.
Can I make a certain amount of money?
$150,000 a year, at least.
Man, gotta cook and clean?
Yes.
So she wants a man that makes $150K that cooks and clean. You see that number up there? Less than 0.1% is where her probability is of finding this type of man. And when she does find this needle in a haystack, he has to be willing to accept that she has 3 kids by 2 different fathers, okay with the way she looks, etc.
Now, this is just absolutely insane, and this is why some people have to hold these women accountable, because this delusion is off the charts. I'm not sure what they're watching, where they're getting their confidence from, but if they keep this up, they'll stay single the rest of their lives.
I'm a single mother myself. I don't have a lot of support, but I still make time for you. It was always kind of like a crutch, and I felt like I can't do this no more. So for me, I personally wouldn't want to meet a man with a child. I'm open to it, but I just feel like it's not something that I would be interested in because I just don't want to deal with somebody else. That aspect. My child's father, he's non-existent. You know, he comes every birthday, that's it, or whatever. So I have no issues, no man knocking down or like saying, don't be around my son. But for me personally, I don't want to date anybody with a child.
But isn't that hypocritical because you have one?
I just said I'm a hypocrite. I know.
But just because she's admitting that, yes, she is a hypocrite, it doesn't increase her odds of actually finding a man like this. If you really are self-aware about your situation, then you would be seeking men who also have kids, because that is sadly their best bet. You're going to get the exact same kind of person you are. Lower your standards.
So some things should not be posted. This video is one of those things. And it got over 11 million views. But when you check the comments, everyone is pretty much calling her out for not just listening to her boyfriend, with people literally saying that they would cancel the proposal. And look, I get it, because had she listened to her boyfriend, this video would have been a whole lot better. She would have been in a dress and not cargo pants for a proposal video. And many people are highlighting the fact that her attitude doesn't seem too cooperative, which could hurt their marriage in the future. I guess the lesson here is if your significant other tells you something, they might, just maybe, be looking out for you.
And this is exactly why sometimes when a man tells his woman to do something, these women sometimes have to just listen. Like, he's not asking this woman to do anything crazy. He's just asking her to dress up nicely. Why is that so hard to follow? But it's also crazy to me that the fact that this man still decided to propose to this woman even after hearing this kind of message, this will definitely show up as a red flag throughout the entire marriage.
Kids, let me get this straight. A 15-year-old is not a kid. A 15-year-old is a teenager. You can't say someone's into kids when they were asking news from a teenager. Because kids and teenagers are two different.
I have no idea what this man is on or what he's on about, but he's literally caught red-handed.
That is the face of jealousy, my friend. Look at that. Your son has traded you. He would. And they kind of match a little bit. He has blue too. Look at him. Leo. Leo. That is the face of jealousy, my friend. That is the face of jealousy, my friend. Look at that. Your son has traded you. He would. And they kind of match a little bit. He has blue too. Look at him. Leo. Leo. That is the face of jealousy, my friend.
So basically, apparently this clip got a bunch of attention saying that this woman is absolutely horrible, and everybody hopes that this kind of pain never follows them. And honestly, I agree. Except I had the realization that this woman was the baby mama, but it's not. That's just a sister, and that's his sister's boyfriend. So to be honest, this clip is fairly innocent.
I have zero shame in telling a man that after 3 months you are paying my bill, and if you're not, bye-bye.
Women.
Hey, tell them how old you is. 37. 37, how many kids you got? 6. And that's no cap, right? Look at the, and I just can't even, look at, oh! Look at.
I'm not sure if this other woman recording is trying to gas her up, but this woman's life is pretty much complete. There's no need to start dating anymore.
It's the 10 women that Haley knows of. Besides the 10 women that Haley knows of, have you engaged at any time in any physical contact with any other woman? He answered no. Results to both questions, Dennis told the truth. Is that a good result, a bad result?
Yeah, I mean, I know
10.
it's 10 women.
Did you know about 10 women?
And this is exactly why there's so many single mothers out there, because women like this avoid obvious red flags that you should be listening to. Imagine giving a man 10 chances for cheating on you, and you still give him more chances. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, this man is a player, but he's definitely not a liar.
Men can walk around the streets without a shirt on. I think women should have every right to do so.
Agreed.
Would you date an OnlyFans model?
Would I date an only? No, my mom wouldn't let me. She would find out immediately and be like, she would sabotage.
So if your mom didn't care, would you?
If my mom didn't care, would I? I don't know. I feel like I would be a different person if she didn't care so much.
But there's actually a large portion of people that watch my videos that say you shouldn't care about what your parents think about your significant other. Like their opinion doesn't matter. I feel like that's so backwards. These people raise you your entire lives for you to suddenly not care about their opinion.
This is how you do a fight?
Yes, that's
Yeah, is that okay for you?
Niggas always think that just because a girl dress revealing, that means she's easy or that she's a hoe. Nigga, I dress revealing because I'm obsessed with my body and because I go to the gym and I work hard for my body. That's why. Ain't nobody thinking about your ass. If anything, I want your sister. I want your girlfriend. I'm not thinking about y'all.
This is a complete lie, and I've heard this time and time again. You dress the way you do for men's validation and attention, that's all.
This is my Wood-Mizer LT40 wide hydraulic sawmill that I use daily to cut lumber and slabs that we sell here at our shop.
Well, this is my Kasori Turbo Blaze 6-quart air fryer, and I use it nightly to heat up chicken nuggets for my kids.
So apparently this woman does this stance in literally every video, even when she's cutting her bush.
I don't always trim my bush,
I beg your pardon?
But when I do, I use my Steel MSA60. This is a Thunder Nova 51 laser. Did you know, on average, it takes 1 year per inch to air dry lumber? This is a tote of firewood. These are sycamore logs.
Now, will people argue that this woman isn't doing this for attention? Absolutely not. We all know she is.
I miss them niggas back from the 80s and 90s that used to beg for the pussy. They used to, beg for that pussy. Baby, please, for the pussy. Like, you niggas want to be so nonchalant and so calm, and I'ma calmly not give you no pussy. Like, why would I want to invest years and months and days of my time, and if I leave, your chest ain't gonna hurt? I don't even want to leave for real. I just want to know that if I leave, you gonna be bothered. I'm an important factor in your life. Like, nigga, if you just let me walk out the door, I'm not an important factor to your life. Like, what the fuck? Like, who want what?
I also miss the women back in the 80s and 90s that wouldn't give themselves up so easily. Nowadays, a man doesn't have to work his butt off trying to get a woman to sleep with him. Back in the day, he definitely did. He actually had to have a good job, get himself situated, just for the opportunity to do so. But now these women are pretty much doing it so easily, so why should a man really have to try?
Every father after his child is born.
Man, we have no idea what this man did prior. He probably stayed up with her the entire time.
Do you think the man you want would care about your past?
Not for the correct man. I think for the man, I guess, that's supposed to be with that woman, he would look at it as the stepping stones that got her to be with him.
A woman's past does matter, just like a man's future matters. Statistics shows that when a woman reaches a body count between 5 or 6, the likelihood for her to maintain a long-term relationship drops down to 20%. That means that it matters to her, and she will always be unsatisfied. Imagine eating something and never feeling satisfied. You're gonna be like, that's gonna suck. Feeling full, that's a good feeling. You settled, you are content. And women that sleep with a whole lot of men, they aren't content because they've been comparing sizes, bank accounts, height, the man that can raise her up and all of these type of things. So she becomes an unruly woman, meaning that she's for no man. She's only for herself and for the streets.
I'm not sure why this is still a debate and we have to break it down in this kind of way. The same way a job would not like to see a woman have 20 jobs in the past year, a man doesn't want to know that a girl slept with 20 men in the past year either. It clearly shows that you can't keep a good job like you can't keep a man.
Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Initially, I thought that she was beautiful, but too much weave. It's the hair, man. It's too much weave. I want to be dealing with that.
Stomping on the balloon.
Yeah,
like you stomped on it.
I had to stand on business. You said what?
That's clown activity.
Hey, you 50 and you on the show. That's clown activity.
Well, guess what, though? I don't look 40.
I don't mad at it, man.
You heard me? And I got all my hair. Take the hat off.
I don't. You got a spray on hairline, my boy. You don't want to do that with me. Hold on. Nobody can say anything if he got a size 22 waistline. You a grown-ass man, my boy. Don't do that with me. When the roles are reversed and the women are judging us in a sense, you know, they tell us one thing is that our height. Pretty sure you can understand that, young man. You know, it's our height.
Nah, these two are definitely going blow for blow the entire time. But I mean, they are 50 and they are on a popping balloon show. So do they really need to embarrass each other? I don't think so. I think their age does it enough.
Oh, check this shit out. So, my husband just found out 3 kids I birthed are not biologically his. And I have a friend who is going through something similar like this. He's in a mental hospital right now because he chose a mental hospital over murder-suicide. My solution? Mandatory paternity tests, because 33% of men are all raising children who are not theirs. 33%.
There's the number that we were actually all waiting for, 33%. Now, the reason this is so important is because I actually saw in a prior video of mine where I've seen the percentage of actually 40% of all DNA tests that were tested. So all the men that were having these fears, they went to go get these tests done, 40% of them ended up being the case, but all the ones that are actually untested, or these men are just raising their kids that they have no idea about, are actually 33%, 1/3. This is absolutely insane to me, and I'm surprised it's not on the front page of the news right now. And a lot of people will argue saying you shouldn't have to be with a woman if you have to do a DNA test. And like I said, as much as I would love to listen to that, 33% is just way too high. But anyways, that's just my opinion, guys, because I just wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content like this, please watch the videos you guys see at the top screen. It does my channel a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.